Welcome everybody. We're looking at option trades that take less than 10 minutes, make you 10% or more. And the day we're checking out is May 19th. Our purpose in doing all of these, although we don't do every day, we try to do as many as we can, is to show you that pretty much every time we get on here, and we don't only pick days that are good days, it just happens to be when we have time to do this, that there are trades in which you can make 10% in 10 minutes. If you find this really interesting, and these are really good videos too for people that are taking our courses, because they show the setup over and over and over. And although we're not doing these as training videos, when you take the courses that we put together, and links are below in the description if you're seeing this on YouTube, you see how you make good trades. And that's the whole purpose of this, making good trades. So I'm Scott, Alan's joining us, and Alan's going to take us through 2 or 3 or 4 trades on May 19th and show you how you could have made 10% in 10 minutes or less.
Awesome. Well, I hit the play mode on the replay, so it's like real time. And I hit the buy button here because it was just breaking above the places that we like. This was not like a perfect setup, but it was a pretty good setup. And so I went ahead and said, yeah, let's get into it. You can see that, where I got in here, I'm still at break even, leaning to the positive side. So I'd be hanging on for that. I'm going to stop the play mode just, for sensibility of time. So here it is, about 2 minutes now. I've already now at this point made my 10%, and I'm good. And you can see that the market is now behind me. It says that the volume's been pretty good for the day, and all this stuff is there. Sometimes it's not all perfect when we get started here. It depends on how the market's doing. So I'm going to hit the sell, and then we're going to go look at another trade here. This one, so that was basically 3 minutes. Not a surprise to people that have used the software. So here's Yelp. I liked it for the green side. The market is weak red, but this was one of the better movers that I liked. There was other ones that were wishy-washy that I didn't like. So this is a little bit further down the list, but it was a fresh break here. So I liked it good enough. So in this area here, I would have bought the thing in the live market. In replay, you can't get in on a fraction of a minute. That's not necessary. It's not about fine tuning. It's about making money. So even if you would have got in here at the end of this move, the market is now behind you quite nicely. So I'm going to move forward another minute, and you can see that you made great money just even in that 1 minute. Even if you would have got in here, you would have been easily out with your 10%. And we're getting up to 9:45. So of course I'm going to get out because the market often turns at that point. And that's actually explained in those videos that you talked about. So here, this one's a pretty big candle. It's a bit of a concern, but the market, this is now 9:51. The market is looking pretty green. This is the beauty of having all the tools, is that's the basket, which is saying that most of the stocks are going green. Not good volume. It's kind of a slow day. Well, that's okay. I only need one good stock here. Again, we've got a few good stocks on this day. So I hit the buy on the call side already because this is generally greenish stock. I'm going to go forward another minute. We're down a little bit. That's normal. A little bit of flutter's okay. We're back up to where we got in. That's where it says here 0%. We haven't made, we haven't lost. We're just waiting for it to pop. And you can see the market is still looking good for us. It's not strong. Now it's starting to get stronger. You can see that right there. So now is a great time to feel comfortable. And you're up to 6%, 7%. Hasn't gone away. It's still above. So, and there it is, 9%, and then 19%. So if you would have put in a automated fill order, you would have got sold at 10%. You'd be out before it even hits that top, and that's quite fine because we're not here to scrape every penny out, because nobody knows the tops or the bottoms. Nobody until after. Well, it doesn't help me. I should have sold back then. I should have bought that, Microsoft stock back in 1990. It's like, well, that's fine. So there we are. We're just doing a summary for the day. So Google, 3 minutes, 10%. Yelp, 2 minutes, 14%. And this one took a little longer, 9 minutes, and it was 19%. But we didn't expect it to jump up. But that does happen from time to time. It's like 1 out of 5 or so trades is like just hands you a whole bunch of extra money. And
it's a nice little bonus.
Yeah, it is, and it really does happen like that. So, and you know, not that everybody wants all this. This is not training, but which side should I have been on today? Probably the green side. There's so many useful tools. You pick the one you want, use that. But you know, we picked calls because overall, the thing was telling us you should be on the green side. Generally,
don't buck the trend. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much, Alan. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Make sure you subscribe and don't miss this.